Disclaimer is 2024 thriller 7 chapters limited series written and directed by Alfonso Cuaron, based on the 2015 novel of the same name by Rennie Knight. Celebrated documentarian Catherine Ravenscroft, played by Cate Blanchett, receives a package containing a book titled The Perfect Stranger. Horrified by its contents, Catherine sets the book on fire before finishing it, telling her husband Robert, played by Sacha Baron Cohen, that she believes the story to be about her. The book was sent to Catherine by Stephen Brigstocke, played by Kevin Kline, a retired teacher grieving the deaths of his wife Nancy, played by Lesley Manville, and son Jonathan, played by Louis Partridge. Stephen finds a manuscript of the book in Nancy's belongings, alongside a collection of photos taken by Jonathan during his trip to Italy 20 years before, which includes erotic photos of a young Catherine, played by Leila George. Stephen publishes the book and sends it to Catherine as revenge for Jonathan's death, for which he holds her responsible. Another series of flashbacks to 2001 shows Jonathan arriving in Italy with his girlfriend Sasha, who abruptly leaves when she learns her aunt has died in a car crash. Now alone, Jonathan visits a beach where he sees and photographs Catherine. Disclaimer is about displaced pain, pointing fingers, everything we take as it is on surface level without giving any thought even once. Quick judgments, having strong opinions influenced by carefully crafted narratives. Stephen is shown to have visited Catherine's troubled son, Nicholas, played by Cody Smith McPhee, at the department store he works at to discreetly deliver him a copy of The Perfect Stranger. Another flashback shows Catherine visiting Nancy, who is dying of cancer, and berates Catherine for her role in Jonathan's death. She demands to meet Nicholas, telling Catherine that he would not be alive if not for Jonathan. Catherine refuses and leaves in a panic. In the present, Stephen delivers a copy of the book to Robert's office via his secretary, also including copies of Jonathan's photos. A disgusted Robert recognizes the photos from his and Catherine's vacation in Italy 20 years ago. Robert confronts Catherine with the photos, believing her to have had an affair after he was called away from the trip for work. A tearful Catherine says that the man who took the photos died. Before she can explain further, Robert rushes out of the house with the book and drives away. In each episode, the audience pieces together the different timelines. Director uses different modes of voiceover and cinematic language to delineate the series' different perspectives. 4 main narrative lines and voiceover over most of these narrative lines. One narrative line is in first person, that is Kevin Kline's narrative line. Then there is the third person narrative, that is what happens around Catherine's environment, meaning the family and the co-workers at the office, more detached, observant, objective narrative. Then the most interesting thing is Catherine's narrative, because that is told in a second person voiceover, and fourth one is the book. In 2001, Catherine invites Jonathan for a drink in the hotel restaurant and flirts with him. She brings him to her room and guides him through how to pleasure her, culminating in passionate sex. Days later, the police informs a devastated Stephen and Nancy that Jonathan died of an accident drowning at the beach. Toddler Nicholas, left unattended, takes his inflatable dinghy into the water and the current takes him far into the sea. Jonathan rushes in to save him, followed by a number of lifeguards and beachgoers. Nicholas is successfully rescued, but Catherine sees Jonathan drowning in the distance and neglects to alert anyone. By the time the lifeguards take notice and bring him ashore, Jonathan has already died. Stephen and Robert later meet for dinner, where Robert thanks Stephen for the book. With the help of his publisher, Stephen creates a fake Instagram account for Jonathan and uses it to message Nicholas. He eventually reveals that Jonathan is died and that Nicholas is the boy he died saving, before sending Jonathan's photos of Catherine to Nicholas as a cross-reference with the book. A horrified Nicholas visits a drug den he frequents and overdoses on drugs. Separate flashbacks reveals inaccuracies in Nancy's retelling of the events in Italy. Sasha is revealed to have left the trip after a fight with Jonathan, and Catherine recounts that she simply noticed Jonathan watching her throughout her first day alone with Nicholas and did not actually engage with him. In the present day, Nicholas is hospitalized following his overdose. Robert informs Stephen and allows him to visit the comatose Nicholas. Stephen arrives with syringe intending to kill Nicholas, only for Catherine to intervene. That night, Catherine breaks into Stephen's house and reveals to him that Jonathan broke into her hotel room, held her at knife point, forced her to pose for his photos, then repeatedly raped her before leaving. In the aftermath, Stephen burns all the copies of The Perfect Stranger, Jonathan's photos, and Nancy's belongings and discovers that one of the photos shows young Nicholas witnessing what happened to his mother. This series is available on Apple TV+. Enjoy the series. If you like the video, then please like and share this video. Do subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click the bell icon.